Despite all our advances in science and technology, there is still so much we don't know. Though humans have been inhabiting the Earth for thousands of years, we still haven't discovered all it has to offer. Here are unexplored places we still don't know all that much about. VALE do JAVARI. In Brazil, there are an estimated 2,000 indigenous people, at least 14 different tribes, which remain uncontacted by the modern world. The region of VALE do JAVARI is incredibly isolated and covers an area roughly the size of Austria. The indigenous peoples living in this region are autonomous from the Brazilian government and protected by a federal agency that allows them to continue living their lives in solitude. The agency disallows expeditions and tourism into these remote forests to prevent outsiders from invading the indigenous people's territories, accidentally or otherwise. Greenland. Not only is it the northernmost, Greenland is also the largest island in the world. Covering over 836,330 square miles, it has a surprisingly low population, only 56,250 people here. Ice sheets, glaciers, and icebergs surround the island, making passage to the seas treacherous. There are no roads or rail systems in Greenland, so those that dare to brave the elements must make do with snowmobiles, planes, boats, and helicopters. Due to the vast surface area and the ice sheet that covers 80% of the country, there has been little exploration inland. In 2014, scientists discovered an icy cave system beneath the ice sheet that is still being researched. Who knows what else there is to find? Son Doong Cave. Located in Vietnam, the Son Doong Cave is considered one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It was first discovered in 1991 but wasn't surveyed until 2009. A group of cavers from the British Cave Research Association began exploring the cave, which is so large it contains its own weather zones and atmosphere, but were stopped by a 200-foot calcite wall. In 2010, they were able to bypass the wall and continue exploring. They found a complete ecosystem including trees and other vegetation. The cave also contains some of the world's tallest known stalagmites. They are nearly 230 feet tall. To date, there have been more people on the summit of Mount Everest than in this amazing cave system. Melville Range. Otherwise known as the Lost World, the Melville Range in Australia has earned its nickname. Its unique ecosystem has allowed several animal species to thrive in this isolated section of rainforest for millions of years. Huge granite boulders protect it from bushfires and keep moisture in. It was widely unexplored by humans until March 2013 when a team of filmmakers and scientists joined forces and ventured into the unknown. During their exploration, they discovered 3 new species, including the blotched boulder frog, the leaf-tailed gecko, and the Cape Melville shade skink. Antarctica. Many view Antarctica as a giant ice cube, and they wouldn't be far off. Sub-freezing temperatures reaching as low as -80 degrees Celsius, heavy winds, icebergs, and vast ice fields are all part of the journey to simply get to Antarctica. While researchers and scientists may inhabit the white behemoth for weeks or months at a time, no human lives here permanently. Despite the harsh conditions, there are some creatures that call this icy plain home. Snow petrels and emperor penguins have been photographed in unimaginable numbers along the freezing coasts, and the aquatic life is vast. Since expeditions must start from the edges of Antarctica, there is little known about the inland. GANGKHAR PUENSUM. GANGKHAR PUENSUM in Bhutan is the highest unclimbed mountain in the world. It is the 40th highest mountain in the world at 24,836 feet, but due to weather conditions and unstable conditions, no explorers have reached its peak. It's quite surprising, especially since the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, has been successfully climbed by so many. To date, there have only been 4 attempted expeditions to climb GANGKHAR PUENSUM. Since then, the Bhutan government ruled that no further expeditions would be attempted due to spiritual beliefs. Deserts. Though some cover more than 200 million square miles, like the Sahara Desert in Africa, we know very little about the deserts of our planet. They are one of the least explored reaches, mostly due to their uninhabitable weather conditions, at least for humans. All sorts of plants and animals call the desert home. despite very little rainfall and extreme temperature fluctuations. So while these creatures have adapted to the harsh conditions, it's much more difficult for human explorers. Hopefully, a time will come soon that we're able to bypass the barriers and discover more of their mysteries. The Amazon rainforest. While it isn't the only rainforest in the world, the Amazon is certainly the largest. Covering 2.5 million square miles, the Amazon accounts for half of all the rainforests on Earth. Many rare species of plants and animals call this immense forest home. But due to the Amazon's mysterious habitat, it makes exploration a challenge. The rich biodiversity of the Amazon rainforest is aided by the near constant rainfall. There is no dry season in the rainforest. In the height of the rainfall, the Amazon River can swell tremendously, causing conditions to become dangerous and discouraging expeditions. While many scientists have entered the forests in order to discover their secrets, the presence of deadly animals, lack of clean water, and suitable food make it difficult to explore. Oceans. It's said that all life originated in the ocean. Despite covering more than 70% of the planet's surface, we have explored less than 5% of Earth's oceans. Throughout history, our oceans have provided the ability to transport goods and passengers, vital food sources, influences weather, and even regulates temperature around the world. Earth's oceans consist of the Arctic, the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Southern Oceans. There are 230,000 known species that call the ocean home, and who knows how many others there are waiting in the depths. Well folks, that's it for our amazingly mysterious world. Why don't you head on over to The Richest and check out what other videos we have to offer, and while you're here, why don't you leave us a comment down below telling us what you thought, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks, and bye-bye.